I admit, I was in deep distress when I saw those images, caricatures of what used to be my home country. Undeniably, the evidence of ruin jarred me. I mourned the tangible onslaught on treasures of my history. Then with remorse, I spent the night withdrawn, sobbing to my father, querying the reasons for this unreasonable disaster. There was no clear answer. But he woke me this morning with thoughts of Nehemiah, and so I sat, notebook in hand, as I scoured the chapters. Familiar verses, but with new meaning, as it were, fresh significance leaping from the pages. I spent this morning journeying with the prophet as he exposed his heart and relayed profound misery, knowing that sin had been the trigger for Jerusalem's captivity and rebellion had destroyed the fortifications of the city. The scriptures record that Nehemiah repented, recognizing, as did the great King David, that the same God whom Jerusalem had provoked to fury was the only one who could rebuild them to display his glory. Jerusalem needed his mercy. Nehemiah wept when he discovered the usury, abominable practices that perpetuated inequality. He confessed that his people had acted corruptly. He implored God to pardon them for their treachery. Then he heard God's call. Yes, God in his mercy prodded him to survey the walls, not merely with the goal of assessing the damage, but to closely scrutinize long-standing areas of weakness. And I paused, reflecting with honesty on my own country's history, perceiving the similarities in the stories, and the roots that caused spiritual walls to weaken, and the dealings, many hidden, that lower defenses. I was forced to acknowledge the tragedy that landed had been first formed in the spirit. Ah, my beloved country, confidently God blessed, we had nonetheless been unceremoniously undressed by the many gods of our choosing. While we assumed entitlement to Yahweh's blessing, some contend that our gamble catapulted, others find this candor offensive. Yet the repentant position is to confess our nation's sin and turn from it, and to purpose to rebuild with the same caution that Nehemiah did. For a seductive Sanballat is poised to provide ready misdirection, and Tobiah's smooth offer will compound tribulation. This now is a juncture for true Nehemiahs, rather than prophets keen to destroy even in conditions of destruction. Self-righteous hypocrisy beyond calculation. And so I searched a rubble to find the men whom God had pre-appointed for this season. Men built to rebuild from a redeemed to restored foundation. Women equipped to sow new fruits in the nation. Children with the wisdom to guard against and fight the discouraging naysayers of the day and night. Youth with the fierce boldness to put fears to flight. I search for the troops intent on protecting the spiritual core that once sought the God who remains distinctly and irrevocably above all gods. I search for those ready to rebuild without public announcement, who see the decimation not as enduring punishment, but as a space required to return with genuine humility to the one who lives even through captivity. I search at length for sons hopeful in this journey, who know this affliction is harsh but temporary, and I perceive them gathering in the realm of the Spirit. Sons of God who share Nehemiah's commitment to so rebuild the wall that there is no breach in it.